I think they'd like to see me in prison. Can you imagine? I think they'd like, you know why? You know why? Because they're sick. They're sick people.
Because he needs to create more chaos and distraction, Donald Trump has just filed a $475 million lawsuit against CNN. Welcome into TYT's Overruled. I'm your legal analyst, Adrienne Lawrence. Yes, Donald Trump just filed a $475 million lawsuit against Cable News Network, Inc., better known as CNN. The former president filed his complaint in federal court in the Southern District of Florida, where he has been battling it out with the federal government over his possession of classified documents. So he probably knows this court somewhat well. In his lawsuit, Trump brings two defamation claims against CNN, and these claims largely hinge on CNN's use of the term big lie, which CNN often uses in relation to Trump's claim that the 2020 presidential election was stolen from him. Here's how Trump explains the ties between the big lie and the person he says that CNN is likening him to. In its campaign of dissuasion, CNN has branded the plaintiff as one who subscribes to the notion of the big lie. The big lie is a direct reference to a tactic employed by Adolf Hitler and appearing in Hitler's Mein Kampf. As commonly understood, if you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it. The big lie was used by Hitler to incite hatred of the Jews and to convince people to ostracize Jewish people. It was an entire propaganda campaign to justify Jewish persecution and genocide. The phrase is not taken lightly and is now bandied about blithely. CNN anchors and commentators understand this. They have not used it against other political leaders and previously criticized political analogies to Nazi Germany and Hitler. In his 29-page complaint, Trump doesn't just accuse CNN of tying him to the leader of the Third Reich, but also he accuses CNN of directly, basically stating that he is new Hitler. Well, Trump says it's not just hyperbole, but it is actual malicious fact. And he's comparing all sorts of things. For example, a March 2019 broadcast CNN aired about top House Dems comparing Trump's rise to Hitler's. The former president points to a December 2019 interview with singer Linda Ronstadt, who compared Trump's America to Hitler's Germany, and so on. Trump further contends that this is a coordinated campaign of attacks on him specifically. Most notably, and the subject of this complaint, is CNN's persistent association of the plaintiff to Adolf Hitler and Nazism. When labels like racist, Russian lackey, and insurrectionist did not have the desired effect to undermine the plaintiff's candidacy when running for president or the plaintiff's accomplishments as president, CNN upped the stakes to conjure associations between the plaintiff and arguably the most heinous figure in modern history. CNN's persistent use of ever-increasing defamatory characterizations of the plaintiff up to and including comparing him to Hitler and Nazism demonstrates that it published its defamatory statements about the plaintiff with actual malice. This is all quite interesting, as it's readily clear to me that Trump will not win this lawsuit. He's simply playing victim and trying to distract from probably all his other legal woes. But there are a few things I want to note about Trump losing this suit and CNN not backing down. First, some of the statements that Trump is claiming are problematic are not actionable even if they were defamatory. Under Florida law, you have 2 years from the date that the statement was made to file a suit, or to file it when you should have known. And these statements were broadcast on CNN. That means everyone would have known. So for Trump to be bringing up these statements and claiming they're at issue, they're also barred by the statute of limitations regardless. Second, I've yet to see a statement that Trump identified as being one that wasn't uttered as an opinion or simply CNN reporting another's opinion. Linda Ronstadt, for example, she shared her opinion about the likeness between Hitler and Trump, and CNN aired it. That kind of sounds like the network was just doing its job. And third, truth is an absolute defense. If there are similarities between the former president and Adolf Hitler, then there are similarities. Facts are facts. They also happen to be a complete and legitimate defense to defamation. And I don't know how Trump is going to refute the facts. With all that said, we should not compare Trump to Hitler. Why? Because it waters down Hitler. The Anti-Defamation League has been pleading with people for years now to stop making such glib comparisons to other neo-fascist leaders popping up across the United States. It's low-key trivializing. He committed a genocide of people, and it plays on historical ignorance when people think it wasn't that big of a deal. Democracy may be under attack as far as Trump is concerned, but at the same time, we are nowhere near Hitler, and that's something I'm grateful for. Of course, I do not want to go anywhere near Hitler territory, and so we do have to speak up and stop what is going on right now with our leadership and those trying to really put forward this right-wing conservative movement that is based in fascism. At the same time, we can do that by citing 2 actual facts and speaking up about those facts. And that's what we should be doing. But that's just my thought. You let me know in the comments below your thoughts, and also hit that like and follow button. And thanks for watching.